also can crack at welterweight. One of the best.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Buenos Aires, Argentina, here is a unified and sensational middleweight champion of the world, Sergio Maravilla.
All the talking has been done. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Nope, that jab not going to score. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. And that hook scores. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. That right hook won't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Sergio Martinez is dazed. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Now it's going to be a tougher fight because he's going to be confident.
Here we go for round two. Oh, and that one really got Martinez good. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
And another hook to the body scores. Missing with the hook. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Maravilla is flat on his back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you continue?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. And boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. You got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then give it back the next round.
Great round. Now relax. Relax. Work all the way through camp. Now you're going to go back out there and lose again right You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, but get back out there and win the...
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
God, listen, if I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, everything.
Oh my God, Johnny! Crawford is dazed! It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Right jab. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
If you're a counter-puncher, then basically you do the counter-attack. Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into the fight again, to show your...
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Martinez. There's the bell for round 4. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Hook misses. That jab had to hurt. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dares do anything out of turn.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and put them, skim them, go for speed.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Very good. When you go back out there, into the fight. Don't give him no free shots, yeah? You're doing good, kid. Box him, be smart, get your shots up. You're doing right. Go back out there and win this round, all right? Come on, all right? Straight down the middle. You can miss him. Great work. Take the round off and win the round on his leg. And breathe when you step out of that. You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't good enough, and you're still letting you... There's a god-awful round. Come on. Let him back defense on the end of what you do. Good work.
The referee calling for seconds out. Right back in the action.
Put him back in his...
Time for the 5th round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Can't land the jab there. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Sergio Martinez is rocked. How are they still standing?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Just as you know, the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Just stay focused. On my back, you focus back for a jab. Just keep him on the end of the jab. You're getting your timing already. Go back out there and win this round. Only lost one round. Perfect. Get all that work in cap. Get out now and switch up. Same again. Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gap six. You go back out there and switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind loading up. And you're still letting your power shot. Good work. Don't forget a jab. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that. Let's just get out there. You stay focused now.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
With these post jab, you're getting your timing already. That right hand, beautiful.
Let's start the 6th. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
So one dude draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Argentine Martinez is down. Apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work for defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Looks like, hold it right there. Martinez forced to step back. Clearly his opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel. So they will throw in the towel. The corner has stopped it. They won't be happy about that, but c'est la vie.
They don't like that. Listen to that. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym,